process, but we are Coursefly. I'm Louis Corral. I'm the CEO and user experience architect for this wonderful application here. So here's the deal. How many of you guys have tried to register for an online class for college? Register for a college class. Okay, so for those people, was that a difficult process?
Yes.
It was painful, yeah? Okay. So yeah, that's the deal. This is what I was greeted with when I was a freshman at UMBC. This crap here, look. So this was who I was to the university, this kind of blank slate here. And this was how I was supposed to apply for my classes. And needless to say, I did it, but it took me 2 hours, and I was really scared that I wasn't going to get into a lot of my classes. So how do we change that? How do we redesign how students register for class and make it painless? Make it redesign the user experience and something like that. So this is Coursefly. So Coursefly is a framework that allows any student from any university to register for their classes. So let's pretend I'm Luis Sanchez. My name is Louis Corral. That's neither here nor there. So this is Luis Sanchez. He signed on with his student ID and password. And he's a history major. He's also a philosophy minor. It shows his cum, and it shows how many credits he has left. All the stuff that college students care about, and all the stuff that PeopleSoft doesn't tell you. And these are all the classes that he's taken. This process took 5 clicks in PeopleSoft. This is 1 click in. Boom. These are all my classes, my grades. I'm going to graduate with an okay GPA. I'm almost there. Also, will I graduate? Watch out, I need a math credit, so make sure to sign up for math next semester. So I click search, and it's a very easy to use, intuitive search process. I search for my classes. Looking for econ, I find econ. These are the 2 sections for 101 by these 2 professors. Then I click add, and it'll go on a calendar, a wide, nice looking calendar that can visually show you what your semester is going to look like. So how's this going to work? I mean, it's pretty complicated. Technically, we're riding on the trend of universities opening up their databases with these open APIs, which is great, because we can grab the data, make really cool applications. Universities like University of Michigan, Waterloo University in Canada, University of Washington, St. Louis, they've all done this. They've all opened up their APIs so much to the extent that you can find the building temperature in the physics building at University of Washington just by checking out their API. So we're using this to create this useful application for all students to have this universal, easy to use user experience for signing up for classes.
Hi everybody, I'm Ron Carmel. I'm the Chief Technical Officer of Coursefly. So here's a very high-level architecture of our system. This is a fairly large enterprise system. On the back end, we're going to access each university's course databases with their agreement, of course, their degree rules, and their student course records. So with a single sign-on, we are going to allow the students course search and filtering, which Louis showed you, smart scheduling, which he began to talk about, calendar integration, and some added features. The students are going to be able to overlay the popular course and professor data on top of their schedule, and also Louis is going to be able to see and overlay what his girlfriend is taking at the moment through a Facebook interface right here. So that's where the students are. Yes. So now, who is our customer? Who's going to buy this? Who's going to pay money for this? That's a question we struggled with all weekend long, and the coaches kept on pushing us in different directions. So ultimately, we decided that we're going to start with the students with a free and premium app. Then we're going to sell to the universities, and then we're going to go to the enterprise providers themselves. And so this cost structure, which I don't have time to show you, reflects this. The premium version will be priced initially fairly low, $5, and then we'll go up as our product becomes known.
I'm Dominic Wilkins. I'm the Chief Marketing Officer at Coursefly. So taking a look at our competition, you have NEAC, Reg Online, and No Sign Me Up. Now these are all course registration systems, but they're all pretty.
Okay, so nobody to come up. So questions from my judges.
I got two quick questions, or one comment, a question. First, would be really cool to use the grade data to predict what classes you would be good in, and like people who are good in this class also were good in that class. It would be a neat interface for this to make it really cool. My question is, what kind of customer validation did you get?
So we actually did a survey where we got about 15 responses. We did it online through Twitter, and what we found is that to sign up for a course, students are taking between 5 and 10 minutes per course. So if you know average semester you're taking 15 credits, that's 5 courses. That accounts to about 50 minutes of registering online. We're pretty confident with our seamless system and the way it's intuitive, because it's going to be more of a built for like iPads and iPhones, where it's touch, so you can drag and drop with your hand as opposed to all the clicks and drop down menus. It'll actually save time. The next thing was that students actually want more information about professors and what are popular classes. That way, they feel like, you know, by having a better professor, they're having a better experience within the classroom. And then the last thing that we got from our survey was, I actually don't blame right now. But those are two critical things to our platform.
So universities too want to kind of retain their students, and if students are taking so long, 2.5, 3 hours to sign for classes, I mean, it'll kind of look good on a university's part, saying, you know, hey, we're progressive, we're using Coursefly to, you know, kind of alleviate this process of some registering for classes. So.
Okay, so one thing that you touched on, I thought was very interesting, is the Facebook integration. You know, I remember watching Social Network, and when he added this relationship status, it was extremely important. So I think, what have you thought about making this a little bit of a matchmaker site with, you know, how many single people in class and stuff like that?
That will be the super premium.
Give you a chance to finish up your partnership slide. Talk about integration, and talk about sort of PeopleSoft Blackboard and who you have to speak to.
We would, each university, this is one of the complexities of this product idea. We would have to negotiate and sign agreements and with each university on a one-by-one basis. And this would, of course, take a lot of time at the beginning. I think that after a while, into the second year, this would become a lot faster. But it's a non-trivial integration issue.
And it seems like you'd be storing quite a bit of data. Have you thought about how that could be monetized?
No, but we're going to hire you to help us out. We got this far, which was a big step.
Thank you so much. Thanks for listening.